It is an honor and a privilege to be here tonight. Like Will mentioned, I do a lot of stuff, but what I love doing most is positively impacting those around me. I am a leadership expert and I'm a business coach. So when I get the opportunity to present like this, what typically happens is I will speak on either leadership or I will speak on business coaching, business development, business growth. Something in my mind said I need to talk to Will to find out what the FilAmChamber needs. So we had a conversation literally this afternoon where I asked the question, what does the FilAmChamber of San Diego need most? Because I had something prepared. I had something awesome that I was going to bring you. It was going to transform your life, but it wasn't what the FilAmChamber needed. So we had a conversation and we talked a little bit about what's needed most. And rather than bring leadership training, rather than bring business development, which would have been awesome on its own, what Will asked me to do was bring a word that was designed to inspire and motivate this chamber to be the change that he sees when he closes his eyes and allows himself to dream. The word that I have for you tonight, it's designed to inspire and motivate you, to grow you, to stretch you, to challenge you to become bigger, better, stronger, faster than you are right now. The word that I have for you tonight, I want to challenge you to take responsibility for. I want to challenge you to implement it not only in your lives, but in your businesses as well. And that word that I have for you tonight is impact. The word that I have for you tonight is impact. The reason this word is so important is because of the fact that at our core, we are designed to make an impact. We are designed to positively affect everyone around us. We are designed to do great things. From the moment we're born to the moment we die, we are designed to be great. We are here tonight meeting together to make an impact. We are here tonight connecting with one another to make an impact. We are here tonight for the sole purpose of leaving San Diego better today than it was yesterday. But at the core, we're designed to make an impact. The challenging part about making an impact is the fact that it's a choice. We have to choose every single day to make an impact, whether or not we're going to show up and present ourselves at 100%, or if we're going to call in just another day. That's the choice that we have to make. We have to choose every single day, every single week, every single month, and every single year to show up and play all out. We have to choose to make an impact. We have to consciously choose to leave those people that we meet with better off than they were before they met with us. Better off than they were before we actually sat down with them. Whether it's through a smile, whether it's through a handshake, whether it's through a hug, whether it's through an introduction. We are designed to make an impact. Now I get it. Making an impact is hard, right? We as individuals are selfish by nature. We have been conditioned to look out for number one. We've been conditioned to take care of ourselves. We've been conditioned as individuals to look out for number one. And we're seeing the repercussions of this everywhere we look. Selfishness is pervasive in our community, in every community that's out there. In order for us to change that, in order for us to transform that, in order for us to make the impact that we were created to make, we have to consciously choose to put others first. That's the vision that Will has when he closes his eyes and he allows himself to dream about what the FilAmChamber could be and should be. That's what Dr. Kat and Christine, who isn't here tonight, right? Christine's not here tonight? Oh, I just realized that.
Family issue.
Oh, well, praying for her. When the board of directors closes their eyes and they think about what the FilAmChamber of San Diego should be and could be, it requires every single one of us to make an impact. It's great that we come together and we gather like this. It's great that we get together, and the lumpia is phenomenal. Thank you very much for the wine. Whoever said yes to the wine, awesome job, right? But at the end of the day, if this chamber isn't making an impact, we've failed. If we as individuals aren't making an impact, we've failed. If we're not positively impacting this chamber, if we're not positively impacting the community, if we're not positively impacting our city and our nation, we failed as a chamber. We have to choose to be the difference. We have to choose to create change. Now, some of you might be sitting in your chairs asking yourselves, how can I create the change that this guy up here is talking about? It's a great question, and I'm glad you asked. Because the answer is simply showing up and being the best version of yourself. There's no trick, there's no secret spell, there's no formula that we have to buy into. It's simply showing up and being the very best version of you. It's showing up and being the very best version of who you are. Whether you're in real estate, whether you are a business coach, whether you are in the healthcare industry, all we have to do to make an impact is show up and be the very best version of ourselves. So in order for us to transform this city, in order for us to transform this nation, all we have to do is be who we were created to be. It sounds simple, right? It sounds simple. Just show up and be who we are. But here's the thing. So many of us are playing below where we're supposed to be playing at. You get guys like Stephen Delacruz that are out there just creating business after business after business, and we're all in awe of that. But that should be the norm for the Filipino community. That should be the norm for the Filipino community, not the outlier. We shouldn't look at Stephen Delacruz and say, wow, he's killing it in business. He's doing all these awesome things. All of us should be saying, look at what we're doing together. Right? That's the mindset shift that Stephen Delacruz was talking about earlier. We have to get out of that mindset of, oh, it's just for Stephen. Oh, it's just for the guy with the microphone. Oh, it's just for Will. Oh, it's just for Dr. Kat. As a community, there are so many influencers sitting in this room. We have to make our voices heard. We have to get to the point where our numbers and our leadership and our opportunities aren't missed simply because of the fact that we aren't willing to choose to make that impact. The question shouldn't be if I'm going to make an impact, but rather what kind of impact am I going to make? That's where the FilAmChamber of San Diego has the greatest opportunity to see change. That's where the FilAmChamber of San Diego has the greatest opportunity to create change. How many business owners are here tonight? Show of hands? Awesome. How many politicians here tonight? Yeah? Crickets. Right? The world only listens to winners. Right? The world only hears people who are successful. If we're going to be that impact, if we're going to create that change, we as a community must start winning. Right? All of us here should be CEOs. All of us here have the potential to be great. All of us here know what it's like to work hard, to get our fingers dirty, to do whatever it takes to get things done. Every single one of us here is not scared to roll up our sleeves. That's what makes us great as Filipinos. That's what makes us great as a culture. That's what makes us great as a people. We're willing to put in the work. But sometimes, like Stephen Delacruz said, it takes a coach to say, stop banging your head up against the wall and just walk out the door. That's where you have a phenomenal resource here in the Filipino-American Chamber of Commerce. This FilAm Chamber of Commerce is resourced with leaders who know what needs to be done. And they're willing to pour into this chamber. They're willing to resource you and equip you and help you get to where they know you should be. That's the beautiful thing about being a part of this community, because as a community, we are going to make an impact. So I ask you again, what impact are you going to make? Thank you very much.